Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Star Appeal. I'm your host, Debbie Shing. I'm a certified wine educator and co-founder of VinEquity, a national nonprofit that aims to elevate and advance people of color in Canada's beverage industry. Please check us out at vinequity.ca and follow me on Instagram at Debbie Shing. Tonight, we'll be distilling the essence of some delicious celebrity brands. If you've ever imagined rubbing shoulders with Hollywood elite at a nice bar, this is about as close as it gets IRL. Join me as we taste through these 6 fun drinks, and don't forget to type any questions or comments at me in the live chat box. So you may have received a copy of LCBO's trend report in the mail this spring, or if you ordered on lcbo.com for same-day pickup. Now, the trend report is this year's rundown of what's hot in the world of drinks. And what's hot are these scene-stealing products by artists you know and love. We only have time to taste through 6 of these celeb beverages tonight, but there's lots more available in store and online. So check out the largest urban stores near you for the biggest selection, or hit up lcbo.com to shop online and choose from 3 convenient options: deliver to store, same-day pickup, which is available at nearly 200 LCBO locations, or curbside pickup, also available at select LCBO stores. Also, LCBO's virtual event calendar is online too, so you can be sure of all future events. So without further ado, let's dive right into our fancy flight of all-stars. A kind reminder, as always, to please enjoy responsibly and don't drink and drive. So first up is a homegrown beer all the way from Prince Edward Island's Lone Oak Brewing that launched just last summer. Hucklejack is a lager that has a hint of huckleberry flavor, which is actually one of Canadian grizzly bears' favorite foods to eat. This crisp and refreshing beer is brought to you by country artist Dean Brody. It's actually the silver medal winner of the 2020 World Beer Awards. Now, admittedly, I don't really listen to country music, but what I do know about Dean Brody is that, well, first of all, he's really cute. And the second thing is that he and history-making Black country music artist Mickey Guyton recently released a lovely duet called Boys. So that makes him pretty cool in my book. And did you know that Huckleberry is also the name of Dean's trusty canine sidekick? Too cute. What do you all think of this beer? Comment the beer emoji or drop me a thumbs up in the live chat box if you tried this before. I'm really excited to showcase this next product, which is Sun Goddess Pinot Grigio Ramato by one of my favorite artists, R&B legend Mary J. Blige. Now, not only is this wine elegant and tasty, it's also got super trendy skin contact. And that's right, Ramato actually means copper in Italian. And this style of making Pinot Grigio with a little bit of skin contact is actually the old school traditional way to vinify this wine. How perfect is that for our gal Mary J? Now, with just a little bit of added body and texture, it's the perfect wine for patio sipping. So I'd recommend something like grilled shrimp or lobster, or a watermelon feta salad as suggested food pairings. So made in Friuli with Marco Fantanel, I would consider this wine a family affair. And if you've ever been searching for a real love, at least in the glass, this might be it. So this is brand new to LCBO as of this spring. Now, who's tasting this wine along with me tonight? Any comments? How does it taste to you? Anyone else out there saying to Sun Goddess, Pinot Grigio Ramato, you bring me joy? I want everyone to drop me some queen emojis tonight. If you agree that this wine is too hard to fake it, nothing can replace it, call the radio, because you just can't be without your Sun Goddess Pinot Grigio Ramato. Next up in our tasting is Spade and Sparrows Pinot Noir. This California Pinot is medium-bodied and juicy with bright berry flavors, and it's developed by Canadian television personality Kaitlyn Bristowe. Now, I feel like this wine would be yummy with cedar plank salmon or chicken kebabs, or even a portobello mushroom burger for those who are vegetarian out there. Actually, Kaitlyn has a custom pre-recorded message to share with you all tonight, so I'm going to pass the mic over to her for a couple minutes.
Ontario, I am so thrilled to finally be able to bring Spade and Sparrows to the LCBO and to officially welcome all of you to my big wine guy family. It's so crazy and surreal to see how much my life has changed over the past 10 years, but the one thing that has always remained true and constant is my love for wine. I started Spade and Sparrows out of my true and genuine love for wine, but over the past 2 years, it has evolved into so much more than that. We launched Spade and Sparrows in May 2019, and to be honest, right before we launched, I had this moment where I was like, what if nobody likes it? When you're first starting a business, you don't really know what you're getting into. I felt super hopeful that people would dig what I was doing, but I was also really nervous. The whole winemaking process and the business of wine is incredibly complex and seriously humbling. For a long time, wine has been exclusively marketed to men. When I walked into a store and looked at all of the bottles on the shelves, they just didn't speak to me. So I knew I had to change that. The wine you like is such a personal thing, so when it came to creating mine, I knew I just had to trust my gut and make what I loved and hope that my taste buds did not betray me. Looking back, that was the easiest part. Then came the bottles, the labels, the corks, packaging, licenses, websites, shipping, distribution, social media. Shall I continue? I felt like I was drowning under a mountain of stuff I didn't know that I signed up for. One step at a time, I started to find my groove and things started to come together. What happened next was basically my wildest dream actualized. You guys bought it, and you loved it, and you shared it over and over on social media. My favorite part of all of this has been reading all of your comments, your DMs, your emails about how much you love the wine. This is the ultimate form of success to me. I swear, did a little happy dance every time I read one of these messages, and the lengths that people went to get this wine, man, I was just so blown away. Together, we've created an incredible community of wine lovers that stand for female empowerment and entrepreneurship, elevating female voices in the wine space and always making wine what it should be. Fun, approachable, and freaking delicious. I'm no wine snob. I'm not a sommelier. I'm just a girl who loves having a great glass of wine in her hand. I create wine that I want to drink and that I want to share with my favorite people. I hope you enjoy Spade and Sparrows Rosé and Pinot Noir as much as I loved making them for you. So cheers, guys, and thanks for making my wine dreams come true.
Wow, thanks, Kaitlyn. Big congratulations to you and reality television star Jason Tartick on your recent engagement, by the way. Okay, I gotta ask, who's online tonight that's part of Bachelor Nation? Put your hands up. And I want you to throw me the spade emoji or the ring emoji if you would give this wine a final rose. And speaking of which, I'm pretty sure I know what this couple is going to be enjoying at their wedding. Okay, moving on to spirits. This next beverage is connected to a very spirited Canadian, and one from my hometown at that. That's right, it's Aviation Gin by none other than Marvel superhero, Detective Pikachu, and telecom entrepreneur, Vancouver's own Ryan Reynolds. So there's an interesting blend of botanicals here, including juniper, lavender, sweet orange, bitter orange, cardamom, coriander, sarsaparilla, and aniseed. So for spring, I'm really into simple, easy to make cocktails that use just a few ingredients. So besides your classic gin and tonic combination, my current favorite is a lighter, summery twist on an Italian spritz. So I've got here Aviation Gin, a couple teaspoons of your choice of Amaro or vermouth. Amaro is an Italian bitter, and vermouth is a fortified flavored wine, and a little bit of soda and lime. In my opinion, fresh, simple foods do best to highlight the great botanical nature of Aviation Gin. So I'm thinking, how about pasta primavera or spaghetti with lemon and mascarpone? Any Ryan Reynolds fans out there? Comment the martini emoji for me if you like gin cocktails. All right, this next very fashionable spirit comes from a partnership between who I consider the luckiest Jonas brother out there, Nick, and fashion designer John Varvatos. Villa One Silver Tequila is made of 100% blue Weber agave from both highland and lowland areas of Jalisco, Mexico. So enjoy neat. It's pretty earthy and mellow, and it's got that really distinctive agave flavor coming through nicely. My go-to cocktail for tequila would be something that kind of retains that earthy flavor in the drink. So tonight I've got grapefruit soda, a salted rim, and a little slice of jalapeno for good measure. For a fun sipping chaser idea that's a twist on the standard lime and salt, I recommend a piece of pineapple that's been dipped in tahine. And tahine is a classic Mexican chili salt that is sprinkled on fruit commonly. And food-wise, I'm thinking some tangy, juicy barbecue pulled pork sandwiches or Vietnamese bún vermicelli bowls. Plenty of basil in there too. It's that herb will really provide a nice match with the tequila's kick. What are your favorite ways to drink tequila? Anyone got a favorite Jonas Brothers tune out there? And I want you to comment the guitar emoji for me if you're into Villa One Silver. Our last product to taste together tonight belongs to none other than the GOAT, the greatest of all time himself, Michael Jordan, as well as 4 other NBA powerhouses. Cincoro Anejo Tequila is a bourbon barrel-aged tequila, also made from 100% blue Weber agave. Now, this añejo has been aged for 24 to 48 months, which is significantly longer than the required time for añejos, which usually spend about 1 to 3 years in oak. Here, you'll really taste some nice, woody, spicy notes in the tequila with warm vanilla and butterscotch tones and a nice long finish. Now, Cincoro Anejo is definitely a major league player with a major league price tag, so I do recommend sipping this neat, which means on its own, with just a small piece of ice if you must. And again, I'd probably want to enjoy it by itself, but ideal food pairings might be some nice, rich, deep chocolate mole sauce from Mexico on some chicken, or enjoying it with a cheese plate at the end of a meal. Any Jordan fans in the house tonight? Who's a big fan of his airness? Please comment the basketball emoji to me or drop me some goat emojis if you're a big fan of Cincoro Anejo Tequila. Now, as if tonight's lineup wasn't star-studded enough for you, we've got 2 more celebrity products to tell you about that are coming soon to LCBO. Thornberry's tragically hip Road Apple Cider is a celebration of the 30th anniversary of one of Canada's biggest rock acts. Made of 100% Ontario apples, it's a crisp, clean cider that'll have you feeling ahead by a century. Who's into the hip out there? Comment me the apple emoji if you're into local ciders, and you'll be checking this one out when it releases in June. And feel free to drop me any comments as well or questions in the chat box. Now, finally, speaking of hip, let's talk about hip hop and hip hop culture at that. And the last product that I want to drop it like it's hot for you tonight belongs to the celebrity that probably started it all with his banger Gin and Juice. Yeah, that's right, SNOOPDOGG, Snoop Dogg. Indigo Gin comes in a distinctive indigo-colored bottle, and this gin's trademark botanical is strawberry. So this will be coming to LCBO in July, so be sure to stay tuned. Any Snoop fans in the house? Comment the palm tree emoji for me if you're feeling those laid-back West Coast vibes. All right, that's all we have tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to Star Appeal. Please remember to enjoy responsibly and check out lcbo.com for all the latest releases as well as our calendar of virtual events. You really won't want to miss them. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I'm Debbie Shing. Stay safe and see you all again soon. Have a good night.
Mm-hmm.